Next up, we have the Chowan University Hawks. Head coach Tim Place, offensive lineman Michael Lugo, and defensive lineman Anthony Joffrion. Well, I'll start, Coach Place. Often, Murfreesboro is considered away from the beaten path, but you've done a pretty good job of bringing players into town. What kinds of things do you say to recruits to have them consider Chowan University?
Yes, sir. First, I appreciate your kind words. We're just honest with the young men. We explain to them what our expectations of them are with reference to, they're expected to go to class, they're expected to sit up front, they're expected to put forth great effort when it comes to academics, they're expected to act like decent human beings in all phases of their life, and they're expected to put forth great effort when it comes to every aspect of football. We've been fortunate. It's just not me. I have a great staff. But more importantly, we have a president, Dr. White, who has a great vision for the institution. Mr. McFarland, the athletic director, shares that vision for the institution. So, it just isn't me. It's a collaboration. And, we also have young men in the program, Anthony and Michael being part of that help sell what we're doing to the perspectives when we have them on campus.
I'm not curious. Do you and Anthony go against each other, Michael?
Yes, sir.
Who wins?
Me.
And for your response, Mr. Joffrion?
Watch the phone.
Jay Bell with HSRN Radio. Last year was a tough season. What are your expectations for this upcoming season?
I appreciate you reminding me of last season. When you go 2-8, you feel like you're 2-8, and we've been wearing that 2-8 T-shirt for the past 8 months. We're going to win as a team, we're going to lose as a team. So I'm not going to sit up here and make excuses, say this, say that. Neither will these young men, nor anybody else in the program. Our expectations are on a daily basis to get better. Our expectations are on a daily basis to control the controllable and not worry about anything else but ourselves, and to make sure that we're doing everything we can to not put ourselves in that position again. Some things happened. We evaluated, reevaluated. When you experience a season like that, you do a lot of self-reflection, a lot of quality control. The last thing you want to do is make any knee-jerk reaction decisions. So, we felt pretty good coming out of 2012. 2013, we could have easily been what we were in 2012, 6-4, 5-2. We lost one game in triple overtime, one game in overtime, but we took some steps back last year, and that was frustrating, as you said. But we need to learn from it. We need to make sure that young people in the program do everything and anything they can on a daily basis to put themselves in a position to be successful. And that includes me as well as the coaches. So it's a collective process. And these young men have done a great job, not only doing it themselves, but making sure other young men in the program are doing that.
What type of support are you getting from the community and from the college?
Sir, we are blessed. We were fortunate to open a brand new on-campus facility last year, the Pond Football Center. And then again, that comes back to the vision of Dr. White, the vision of Mr. McFarland. We are very proud of that facility. It's our facility. We do everything we can on a daily basis to make sure that facility stays nice. And the support in the community, when it was a junior college, Chowan was a tremendous program. And there's a lot of people in the community that understand what we're doing. They see what we took over, and they see the progress we've made up until last year. And there was a lot of disappointment following last year. So the community understands what successful football is. They see what we have done, when we took over that train wreck in 2008. But at the same time, they're very frustrated, disappointed as we are with reference to last season. But the support is there in answer to your question, not only on campus, but also off campus.
Yeah, Coach Reggie House, Sports Talk 1450.
Yes,
Can you talk about a little bit about how the school support the freshmen coming in, and also as far as recruiting, what are some of the key points that you can point to why a student should come to Shawan?
Sure. Young men that enter the program, we will, from an academic perspective, they will have 3 study halls a week. During the in-season, we have 4 study halls a week. During the off-season, they are mandated to go to the tutoring center. They are mandated to go to the writing center. Average class size on campus is about 15 to 1, so they're going to get that individual attention from the professors. I like to feel that we run a no-nonsense program. The young people that come into the program understand that, so we will not tolerate behavior that embarrasses the program.
Yes, sir.
And these young men are testament to that. As far as you know, Anthony's been with us for 5 years. Michael's been with us for 3 years. But they also understand, what we expect. And we've gotten to the point, especially with this year's senior class, and we have 23 seniors in the program this year. They are policing it. We as coaches can only say so much, because there comes a point where they're going to start tuning this out. But these young men are doing a quality job, not a quality job, but a very good job of policing and making sure the young people in the program understand, what's expected, and making sure they do it on a daily basis. We're just honest with reference to, I believe you asked about recruiting, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just to repeat what I said, we're honest with the young people. We're not going to try to pull the wool over their eyes and say this and then, reality to turn out to be something else. Because, when you start doing that, you put yourselves in some negative situations, and you want to avoid those situations. So, and again, as I said, it's just not me, sir. I have a great staff, but more importantly, we have a great administration. And Miss Kolazinski, who's here today, does a great job of promoting what we do, not only on the field but off the field. And I forgot to mention that earlier. So it's a total group effort done by everybody in an effort not only to put football in a position to be successful, but athletics in a position to be successful, which in turn, as they say, athletics is the porch furniture for the university. So, we're very blessed to have the opportunity we have.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.